I got distracted. They love it when I'm the one who has to push all the buttons. Thank you, Colleen. That was actually what I was going to say. Hey, Gwen, that was actually what I was going to say. I have made a lot of merch in my life, right? A lot of designs, and I love seamless patterns. But this Yoongi Haegeum pattern
It's
might
pretty great.
be, I mean, it's got to be
Pretty,
top three things that
it's
I've
pretty
ever
great.
designed. And it even has pockets because you gotta have a place
What
for
if
these bad boys.
emergency
So,
chop stuff, you
yep.
never know when you're gonna have to jump up. You never know when you're gonna have to literally jump on a man and stab him in the neck with your
Hey,
crotch.
you know what? I like to be prepared for everything, you know.
Yeah.
But thank
But
you.
it's amazing.
Thank you.
Apologies everyone, because I think that Christina might be the only person in possession of her full faculties this evening.
Just me.
We are we are limping along today. I am barely human, but I am here. So if I sound a little and look a little which I know I do, it's because I had probably one of the worst migraines I've ever had in my life today, and
Oh,
I'm not completely human.
I'm
But
so sorry. I was
yeah,
telling her earlier, I've never had a migraine before, but I've heard tales that they are terrible. So
I'm
I'm
very
sorry
glad that
for that.
you deal with them. It is no bueno. It is no bueno. But
Oof.
I feel better than I did earlier, so let's all be grateful for that. I managed to eat a piece of dry toast. It was glorious.
Nice.
Um,
Very good.
so let's run down the list. Doc will be here. She's
She
gonna
will.
be late. Stephanie will not be here, which we knew about ahead of time. She
Mhm.
had a prior commitment tonight. Patricia Patricia will also not be here tonight because she also had a prior commitment tonight. Katie will likely not be here because she has a baby that doesn't care about our lives.
She's got that baby. Is so needy.
Baby that doesn't care about our lives.
She's got that baby. Is so needy. I thought at 6 weeks, be a little less needy, but
Six
yeah,
weeks, you could bargain with them, but apparently not.
nope.
Apparently, they don't care. So the fresh one has been particularly fresh today. And so Katie might join us, but that's a big might.
Yeah. And
So
then,
you've
uh,
got
yeah,
Tweedledee and Tweedle fucked up today.
skeleton crew. But we'll be fine. We'll be fine because this is how we do everything, which is we
Very
limp
fun.
in at the finish line, throw each other
Mhm.
bodily over the finish line, and
Yep,
and get our participation trophy.
yep,
That's how it
yep. Everything's
works.
everything's fine. Make sure you stay hydrated, okay?
Yeah, definitely stay hydrated. Well, Doc has to show up because there is so much Hobie news.
I'm not reading all
Hobie,
that. I'm not reading all that bullshit.
Hobie, Hobie, Hobie. Oh my God.
Listen,
I
let me tell you guys something. Every time, like, you know what? Bless Doc, seriously, because she always gets to the agenda before anybody else does, and we
right.
stroll into the agenda, and there's literally like a book on J Hope
Yep.
every time, and we're like, the man's been doing a lot.
He has been. He has been doing a lot. And then, this is just obviously like if this is how the calm before the storm
And
of all seven
calm,
feels,
calm. What calm? No calm.
yeah, no.
Day is any indication there is no calm to be had.
Yeah,
None.
that's exactly it. But anyways, while everybody
Let's
else is coming in, we can get started.
Yeah, we can do
Welcome.
our
Yeah,
we can limp in and do our hi guys. I think I actually gave that to you, such as it is.
that's fine. That's fine. Welcome if you found us. We're Army Project 529. Hello.
A small portion of it.
Just a tiny little iceberg. We will be talking about BTS today, and we will be,
Eventually.
yeah, sharing the news that we have found all over the social medias about the seven. Some more than others, obviously, but that's that drought of not having lots of OT7 news is going to come to an abrupt end here
A
fairly
very,
shortly.
very abrupt
Uh,
end.
yeah, to the tune of about 23 days. So anyway,
Mm.
we are a project that is about content and community. So our leader Stephanie had the brilliant idea that we needed something to do to keep us busy between January 1st, 2024 and Festa 2025. So that's
Mm.
where the 529 days comes from. But yeah,
Mhm.
so we're that's what we're all about, and we're on all the social medias and our Discord, which is where I think the majority of us hang out the most.
Yeah.
Is definitely in the Discord. So if you would like to check out a little bit more about what we were about, you can go on to AP529.com, and you'll get all the links to all our social medias and everything that we do, the blog, the shop, the map, the guides, everything that we've put together. So yeah, come join us. Get ready to scream. I just it hasn't hit me yet. I'm in it. I'm sort of saving up all my emotional dollars to spend.
Saving all my
Yeah,
feels for you. Yeah.
exactly. Exactly.
We tried,
So
the feels keep trying to come for us every day, and we have been swatting them.
I know.
We're like Neo in the Matrix. We're trying
Yep.
to, I'm not going to do it because my head will explode, but we're
Yep.
like Neo in the Matrix trying to dodge those feelings bullets.
Yeah. Yeah. And I spend the majority of my time in the Yoongi channel, in Discord, and I can tell you that we are not the only ones who are feeling it. Lots of
It's been especially,
lots
I
of people.
mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
Lana, just because my advice did not work for you doesn't mean that it doesn't work for other people. You are but an outlier in this great experimentation of desensitization.
Right, right.
Here
Hey,
we,
speaking of desensitized, what about that blog? How was writing that last week of that blog?
speaking of feels, really fucking annoying to have them. Um, Emotional,
Mm,
and I hate it's probably honestly why this happened to me today, because I think I have a bit
mm,
of an emotional hangover. Because we put the blog up yesterday,
yeah.
and yeah, so the last, I mean, it's not the last blog forever, but it's the last blog with member content that we originally promised. So it is the end of that original plan. Um, and
Mm,
it feels so weird. And yeah, I had myself a big cry about it, which I don't cry a lot. So that was pretty interesting.
mm,
I think it was just like the weeks and these last like 2 months, especially, I was feeling that like pressure, that building pressure of like, I gotta get it right, which is only something I put on myself. It's not something that anybody put on me, mind you.
mm, mm.
Literally just me going, and I know you know because you do the same thing. Literally me going, all of this is trash. I'm not good enough. I'm not fit to write about them. Oh my God. This is the worst. Why did anybody let me do this? Like it was
Yeah,
a lot of that. But
I know.
also, I don't want you guys to think that I'm like been completely down on myself, because also I am very proud of myself. Uh, and I'm proud of all of us for the contributions that we made to the blog, not just me,
Mm,
but I am proud because literally, like, I thought about it and I was like, pretty much every week for like a year and a half, I fucking wrote a thing every week.
I know. It's incredible. Hey, Doc.
So yeah,
Hi,
very
Hey, hey.
emotional. Hey,
I made
you
it.
you look as manic. You look as manic as we feel.
Well,
Is that really what my hair looked like? No.
No
you're
one told
gorgeous. Listen, Hobie has
look at
been
my
running his
eyes, man.
fingers through your brain all day.
We're not there
It's
yet.
This
it's
motherfucker.
only fair that your hair is a little
This
bit mussed.
it's
We're not there
he's
yet.
he's had me flummoxed
Aw.
since early morning.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Nikita. And
Yeah.
Flummoxed, I say.
we love you too.
hmm
Nikita's been with us since the beginning.
That's awesome. Well, I have to say, because I know this would be weird if Quint said it herself, so I'll go ahead and say it. That the blog is really one of the best things on Bangtan's internet right now. It is
It agreed
it is so well written. It's so creative. It's so well sourced, which you have definitely Doc and the research team to thank for that.
For
But
sure.
in my humble opinion, if you are an army anywhere in the world, it should be required reading. And I mean that
I would agree.
totally.
Thank you,
You
Jen.
should you should read it if you are army.
Appreciate
Um,
I
and
think
and
it's
the
better to get those nuanced
I
looks.
yeah, well, and I do too. And the thing is that there's been lots of, and I'm not slighting other projects that have done this before because we certainly
No,
aren't the first to do
no,
this.
for
But
sure.
I will
Mm.
say that, there's a difference between getting up all the links to all the Bangtan content and putting them in an order. There's a
Hmm.
difference between that and people actually watching and digesting and thinking creatively about all that content and then
Yeah,
distilling it down to tell a story that's
yeah,
cohesive and chronological. I mean, it's a big, big difference. And so I don't know. If you're new here and you've never read the blog, I think now is a great time to go back, either go back to the beginning or
yes.
or pick a member.
Give us a
um
few weeks.
right, yeah, or pick a
Start
member
with the
and just
members. Start with the
read.
members.
Right, read through all the blogs for that particular member, and yeah, and
Yeah,
come back and report. What I love is when we get to introduce army to something that they've never seen before. So come back to us and report back if you learned something new or saw something that you didn't know existed, because that's the fun part.
yeah,
um
yeah.
is when you get to expose army to things that maybe they aren't as familiar with. So
That's my favorite.
anyways,
That's my favorite part
yeah,
It is
when
the
we're doing
best.
our
It is the
watch
best.
party and someone says, "I've never seen this
yeah,
performance." I didn't know this was a thing. That's like my favorite part being like when I can like show people something for the first time. Because even if somebody's been army for years, there's always something out there that like I've never seen this before, you
yeah,
know? And always great being able to find those things.
yeah,
So,
super
but
cool.
yes, give us a little while before you start the blog over. You know what? Just enjoy Festa. Enjoy Festa. Enjoy our
The
lives.
Festa
Enjoy our
blog is
lives and
actually
gaps.
pretty fucking awesome so far.
Yeah,
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Festas from start to last year, that Festa blog set is like multiple weeks
the
long.
Festa blog set is
Phenomenal.
pretty awesome. Go and
It's
check that out.
phenomenal.
But
Yeah.
Doc and I realized a while ago, we realized
It was a
we
while.
were,
It was a
we
while.
were gonna have to go back and fix some things from the beginning because we really just threw ourselves out onto Kim Nam Jun's internet and said, "Hey, here we are,"
On a
uh,
whim.
with not a whiff of a real plan.
No
We
just
plan.
said,
There
just
was no storyboard. There was no
no
plan.
storyboard. That's not to say that those early blogs aren't good. They are,
They
but they
are.
could
They're
be
just
much
incomplete.
better
Incomplete.
because
listen.
we have hindsight and we know how we evolved. So we're gonna go back.
Okay.
There's also hey,
Hey, kitty.
Okay,
hey,
K-Hope.
hey,
K-Hope.
K Hope, K Hope's
Ma'am,
being
we
just
don't need to
as in your
see
face
you.
as J Hope was today. Um, So yeah,
Okay,
yeah, we
K-Hope. I
decided we
see
needed to
you.
go back. We knew that it could be better.
Can
There's
you,
a lot of things that we need to fix.
can you not?
So we will be doing that. So the blog will be getting, and not all of it. There's just a specific part of it. So some of the blogs could
Listen,
use an update.
listen. Much like Bangtan, we had eyeliner in a dream.
Yeah, we had so much passion,
So much passion
so much
that we
passion.
So
were
much
like,
passion.
We still
how
do,
hard
but
could this
now it's more
be?
You
understated.
can see our eyeliner in the first 4 weeks of the blog.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
really
Yeah,
s-
yeah,
we just went
yeah.
Everything's great. Everything's great, sweeties. We're gonna go back and fix those first 4 weeks, and then you
So
can
yeah,
start from the
this
beginning.
last member week, the last week of JK,
Mm-hmm.
week
Hey.
72 of the
JK.
blog, is called "Gonna Trust My Heart Right Now,"
Mm,
and it is out, and it is the second half of Golden, and Jungkook going into the military and things that happened while he was in the military, and it wraps up our exploration of the members' solo era up to present day. So, um, from what we had available to us before,
right.
they
And
keep
if,
releasing things. New
yeah,
stuff.
and if you are a fan of certain Jungkook pictures, my word, please go check the blog.
You haven't
Me and
Please.
my
lived.
friends.
You haven't lived until
Mm, mm-mm.
you've been in an editing session with the three of us at, oh, I don't know, 1 o'clock in the morning,
Like 1 in the
Mm,
morning.
looking
mm,
up pictures of Jeon Jung Kook
Hmm.
from his golden
Mm-hmm.
mm.
era.
Mm-hmm. That man darn
I
near
mean,
wrecked it during
I
that
think
yeah.
era.
we went
He did. He
catatonic a
sure
little
shit
bit
did.
at one point. We
At
weren't
one point,
actually saying words anymore,
We were
just
just making
sounds.
noises. It was
Just
just
sounds.
noises.
I
We were
think it,
choosing photos based on sounds elicited
yeah,
by
yeah.
the team, and those were the ones that went in.
Yeah, and I was like, at one point, I was like, I
Mm,
can always come back and save all of these later for myself. We need to get the blog done.
Right?
Let's
yeah,
focus
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Let's
I
focus
mean,
up.
basically, if at any point in time the three simultaneously made a noise, that went in the blog. That photo would in
That one got
fact
selected.
make it. If it created
Jojo
that
Cook.
kind of response, then it went in the blog.
So yeah, go read
It's
that.
fine. We're
I dare
fine,
you.
guys. Don't worry
That's
about
the
it.
kind
It's
of crack
fine.
selection process that we have here.
Yeah, very high standards
Very
for
high.
our yeah, yeah. Anyways, I saw a comment that said that this is a great place to hang out. That's so sweet because
Oh,
the community portion of 529 is, yeah, we're all about finding army community. So if you don't have a buddy to yell about Bangtan with, please come yell with us.
Yeah.
We are going to be meeting up in Kansas City this year again, and it's going to be our last time for a little while because OT7 will be back and people will be lots busy saving up money and doing all that good stuff for the concert tour that will inevitably come. So
The
2025 is going to
comment.
be, yeah, the last year for a while that we're going to do Kansas City, but we have about 100 people, I think, Katie said so far for Kansas City. That's going
Yeah,
to be a good time. We got
maybe
the
a little bit
Moss,
more.
yeah, maybe. The
We've had
Moss,
some signups this past week.
yeah. And I think, and it's not over yet. So if you want more information on that, you can go to the website and find out more. We've got the Moss City map where you can add yourself and your social media handle to find other people to do things with. For example, I have a group of people that I'm going to see J Hope's concert movie with this Saturday here in Arizona. There's a group of, I think, about 7 of us that go, including my mom. I take my mom to all of these with me.
I believe I am also attending this weekend
Nice, nice.
with
So if you've,
with a local group.
I I
where
got
are you
my
going, Doc?
seats as well. I am going to
Nice,
the Springfield, Missouri showing,
nice.
and I think right now we're about 2/3, 3/4 full on that theater.
Oh, it's fantastic.
And there's a small group of AP
Yeah,
529ers
we're
going
one
to
of the
go.
places where they had to add June 1st showing because the
Nice.
demand was so high. So I think I'm actually going on Sunday.
So cool.
See,
Yeah,
I live in
that'll be fun.
a dark black hole of K-pop, and so we're just counting our blessings. We got one showing here
Yeah,
in this
that'll be fun though, because it also
United
it
States.
everybody, there'll be more people there. So that's cool.
It's gonna be
Um,
good. It's gonna be good.
yeah. So,
The
and
map
then,
is the brainchild of our dear Patricia.
It
yes,
is.
yes. So you can add yourself. And I think we're creeping up towards 5,500 people on the map.
I thought
And
she said it was almost 6,000 the other
is
day.
it already?
Yeah, it
Oh,
was almost just
that's
under
awesome.
6,000. See, I had said the same thing. I said
Yeah,
we were like over
because we've been
5,000,
saying
and
over
she was like,
5,000
no,
for
it's
so
like
long.
closer to 5,800. It's like just under 6,000. So
That's
like,
amazing then.
what?
My bad, Patricia. Thank you for
Yeah,
correcting me. Yeah,
man,
almost 6,000 people then on the Moss City map, and there's people everywhere. Everywhere.
everywhere,
Out in the
even
middle
in
of the
little
ocean,
bitty bitty
tiny little
islands in the
island.
middle of nowhere.
Ding. You see a
It's
gin bias,
great.
bling, pop up. So that's awesome.
It's
And
joyful. The
then
map is joyful.
one more thing I wanted to mention was we're having a vendor market at the meetup, and if you will be there and you do have some wares that you would like to sell, the sign up form is posted in the Discord and on social media. Oh, will be posted in Discord or social media soon, it says. So that'll
Yes,
be fun.
Yeah. So
and
hawk
so all
thy
of that stuff that
wares.
Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So if you
yeah.
if you wish to sell your wares to people at our meetup, but all those things that Christina just talked about can be found at ap529.com/links. Pretty much everything we talked about
Links.
can be found at that address,
I do believe yes.
ap529.com/links.
Yep,
And we also, I believe, have that link in the bio of the AP529
We
yeah,
should.
account. Yeah.
yeah, we should.
So for those of you who are new to us, and I've seen a few people who seem to be new to us, we go live twice a week. We're Army Project 529. On Sundays, we go live over on YouTube for our deep dive, where we dive deep into a topic that's either pertinent to what's going on in Army land, or it is part of the blog where we're at in the blog, which, as we mentioned, our final week is up this week. So tonight is our Wednesday midweek tea, where we bring you member news and we talk about shenanigans that took place out on Kim Nam Jun's internet. Tonight,
Every day.
after we get done with our member news, which we do in fan chant order, we're going to talk about fun things like the AMAs and some of the shenanigans around that. So, also as a new little toy, I received a package from an order I placed recently, and I'm gonna
Oh,
be showing them
nice.
off as we reach the members associated.
Ooh,
That's amazing. I
very
love
Just gird
that.
your loins, my friends.
Good
yeah.
because I was just getting tired of these
Right,
memes that
sure.
I keep
Tired.
showing.
That's a word you could never
You're
apply
not
to that.
tired
We
of
don't
shit.
need to. Oh,
You ain't tired
We're
of
tired of
shit.
that. Look at that. We don't.
Christina's gonna kick off our member news tonight.
I am.
Our
I am.
fearless leader.
Mind and also who was the first person that Christina just held up pictures of?
He was on the top. Okay.
Oh,
Was he?
yeah, he
Was he?
was.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Because
Was he?
he's not
Was he on
wrecking
the
your ass
top
in
of your
any way,
pile?
shape, or form. Was he?
Uh-huh.
Right there on the tippy top.
Right there on that tippy top of your pile.
Yoongi,
Just right
help!
there.
Anyway,
He can't
help
help you
Yoongi.
now.
Oh, who's
Taehyung and Hobie are coming in
next on the
for
pile too? Look at that.
blood.
Who's next on the pile? I don't got time. Nobody's
Damn
got
it.
time.
Uh-huh.
Let's go
Uh-huh.
back. Let's
We
go
don't got
back.
time for that. All right, we're going to talk
Show
about
the
our
first
fearless
one. We're
leader
doing fan
first.
chant order, and
Fan chant order. Here we go. Here we go. Look
here
at
we
it.
go.
Look at it.
Here we
Look
go.
at it. Look at
Namjoon.
it.
All right. So Namjoon. Listen. Less than 2 weeks, people. So we're out on these streets are about to go purple. Less than 2 weeks until Namjoon and Taehyung are home, and then I don't know. I'm not gonna think about it. I'm not gonna get in my feels about it. Instead, I'm gonna read the next one, which says best K-pop artist at the American Music Awards. Only the second artist to achieve this, and the first soloist slash rapper. The first to win was BTS, Namjoon. Well deserved.
Yay!
Uh,
We're
And
so
I
proud.
saw a lot of tweets that were, and a lot of people talking about how the fact that his albums are criminally underrated.
Criminally.
Not
Criminally.
enough people talk about the genius that is Kim Nam Jun and
Yep.
his music and
Yep.
his fucking pure poetry. that he commits.
He
Poetry.
is. He
It
is.
really is. It really is.
He is walking poetry.
Yes. And so we'll talk more about that later. But we did get another IG photo dump from Namjoon, and he posted thanking Army for his AMA win, which
It
was
was
really
so
sweet.
sweet.
So we know that he saw it, and we know that he
Oh, he
acknowledged it.
saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
And he
It's a
saw
big
it.
deal.
Big
It's a
Hit
big
also
deal.
shared it. Big Hit
Yeah.
also shared it, and
Yeah.
he reposted what they posted, and then he made another post. So he posted their thing that had the picture of him, and then he posted another thing that was the list that I think Billboard posted.
Yes.
It was the list
Yes.
and said RM winner.
Yeah. So amazing. And we'll talk more about that later because that is part of the week tea, but we wanted to give a chance to celebrate the
Yes.
amazing human musician artist that is Kim Nam Jun. So congrats.
So
Tiny
proud.
Jung Cookie claps.
Because you
Love you, Namjoon. Love this man. Look at him.
I
It was
know.
a well-deserved win.
Christ on a
It really
cracker.
was. We worked our butts off for that
Okay,
one. Man.
Moving on to Kim Nam
Kim Nam Jun.
Mariachi.
They gave his hand. They gave his hand in
The
it.
man
It
is
was
busy. The man is busy. He's everywhere. He's doing everything. Echo shit keeps happening. Another live clip of "Don't Say You Love Me" dropped, and it was amazing. It's a very short. I think it's from the fan event that he had, but that they posted that, and that was awesome. A random video came out yesterday, which delighted me, and I know several other people. Jin's Curious Commute. Did you guys watch it? Did you guys watch it? Have you watched it?
Look at him.
Clips though.
I've
been working.
If you have not watched Jin's Curious Commute, after this live, get yourself to YouTube and watch it because this man.
It's curious and it's curiouser and curiouser.
Nobody commits to a bit like Kim Nam Jun. And when they said, "What would you like to do to promote your album?" And this man said, "I would like to rent a duck boat."
A duck boat. A little duck paddle boat.
And a paddle boat and hand make a sheet, basically a sheet.
Just basically. Yes.
With my album's name on it and put it on the side of said duck boat and then paddle out into the middle of the Han River.
Amazing.
I imagine that Big Hit just went, yeah, that sounds like something you want to do.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
And then he
Somebody
called
get
it
that.
small-
Somebody sign the
small hit.
permits for that because it sounds great.
And
They were like, you know what? You do what you want, my friend.
do what you want.
Whatever
Not
you want, my dude.
only, not only is that what he wanted to do, but he also wanted to pretend to be a small-time employee from a very small advertising agency called Small Hit.
Small hit.
Small hit.
Who was hired to promote Jin's album. So he wasn't even playing, he wasn't even Jin.
Being him.
He wasn't even being
He was
himself.
not.
He was
like
an advertising employee.
he was
For
like,
small
listen,
hit.
walk with me on this. All right.
Now, I do have to say, I have seen the clips of that only because a whole bunch of people were like, what happened to Jin Hit Entertainment? Nope, small hit.
It's not even entertainment. It's an advertising agency.
Yeah.
Listen,
So it's small hit.
Jen renames what he wants when he wants.
Yes.
So he'll
That's
let
true.
you know
That's
if
true.
he decides to go back
He
to
will-
Jin Hit
he will
Entertainment.
tell
He'll let you know.
He will tell you. He will tell
And
you. For sure.
the episode, remember how much fun we had with Hobie narrating Jin's like fishing trip? This episode is also narrated, not by Hobie. It's narrated by a member of the staff. Like I think it might be his manager or something like that, but it is narrated So there are parts where like Jin is talking and the narration will take over, and it's like, and he didn't really know what he was doing, but
What a clue.
it really, I'm
Oh.
not kidding. I'm not kidding. It made my day yesterday. But yeah. So if you haven't watched that, please watch it after the live. You will laugh so hard. And then of course, yesterday we also had the drop of the last episode of Run Jin. Bittersweet, bittersweet. But it was very. I haven't seen the whole thing yet. But it was very cute, and it was very typical. And the staff put Jin through it for
Yeah,
that.
they did.
Put
There was
Jin
a huge staff, man. I
Yeah,
saw the photo of the staff photo of the Run Jin crew, and it is a
Yeah,
very high volume of humans it
yeah.
took to make that show.
It takes a lot to make that
A
man look that
lot.
ridiculous every week.
it's true.
It does explain the
It's true.
small gallery of laughs and claps we hear in the background,
Yes.
because there was, in fact, a small gallery of humans. So,
So it's bittersweet, but we know that it's likely because eventually we will get Run BTS back. I think Jin was just holding the place, you know? So, and
yeah.
of course, Jin will continue to be on variety shows and other things. He's
Mm.
got Netflix shit happening, Handsome Man, lots of things happening with Jin.
And who
His
knows what
upcoming,
he's practicing for his tour?
yeah, he's got a
Yeah,
whole tour coming
because,
up.
be-
You
So,
know,
you know,
in addition to singing, fencing. I I don't know.
he did,
rock
yeah,
climbing,
he did the fencing one.
fighting,
Maybe
you
he's
know,
skipping
Whatever
something at his concert. Who knows? Maybe
whatever
he's
he
he's
going to
feels
done
be
like.
so many
fencing.
things.
Maybe
There's
he's
so
also going
many
to
things.
be doing some stunts. Maybe he's also going to be doing some gymnastics or some taekwondo or playing tennis. I don't know. These are all things he did. So we
Yep.
could get a whole slew of things happening.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's Jin's Curious Commute, Becca, is what it's called.
Hmm.
So yeah, his concerts are coming up. They start at the end of June, and we have all kinds of. We've got a guide up on our website, which is really informative. Katie just added a bunch of stuff to it, including the fan chant that they've put out. We've got a ton of stuff on that concert guide. You should really check it out. And then we're working on merch. We've all been tossing ideas around, and Katie and Christina have been putting them into effect. Um, uh, Christina and I were just going over something. Was it yesterday or earlier today? I can't remember. Time has no meaning.
It was last
Sounds
night
good.
late. An idea
Oh yeah, it was last
because
night.
designing for gin, if you don't have echo in mind and you were just designing for happy gin, would be different than the design that now that echo's out and I've had a chance to like live in it and listen to it a lot. I decided to go a different direction. I was like, this man is rocking.
He's rocking out.
His shirt needs to be rocker.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so that's the
Well,
design I went with. And
Janie,
so we're getting closer.
we do have some gin designs out. We've got the one that we just dropped, which is the suspect
The
lineup, the
lineup.
butter lineup, which that is it's got the tour name on. It's Run Seokjin Run. So that is definitely something that you can get. But Christina's talking about like our main tour shirt. But it's almost done. It's nearing it. It's getting
Yep.
there.
Yep. This week. And it'll be in plenty of time. We'll get it up so that if you are wanting to purchase it, you can get it before the show.
Yeah.
And nothing makes us freaking happier than when we just see you guys wearing our stuff. Like that is so cool.
Yeah.
So
For
well,
sure. So
a lot of things make us happy, but that's like a top five is to
yeah.
just run into people wearing the merch. So
Yes. And when you
um
guys post pictures on the Discord or you
yeah,
wear it on
so
social media.
awesome. So awesome. So anyways. Oh, Jen. Oh,
Yeah.
I just bought my plane tickets for Dallas. So getting excited. All
Let's see.
right. Is it time?
Oh,
Tis.
it is
Tis
time.
time for
I've just been
time
staring at
for
his face this whole time.
Hmm.
I've just been staring at him.
look at him. Look
Just been
at him.
staring at him.
Look at him. He's so cute.
This
Enjoy all the
man, this
mingles.
man, we are 22 days from Yoongi returning.
Yes.
22 days. Which means that in 22 days, Bangtan will be 7 once again. And I was just listening to, I was just listening to, I have a playlist called BTS Goodness. And the first song that came on was What Would Happen if Bangtan Rises? And I was like, I wonder
It's
what's
all
going to happen.
Yeah,
fun.
what could possibly go?
Fun.
Done.
What could
So
possibly
done,
happen?
done.
Fun.
What could possibly happen? Well, for one, we're going to get lots of lyrics from this man right here. I'm
Yeah, we
thinking.
are.
I'm thinking this man's been busy with his yellow legal pads and his pens. But
He been writing.
one record that I saw today was a Spotify record, and SUGA, Yoongi, Agust D, becomes the first and only Asian male rapper in history to have multiple songs. He has two. Over 400 million streams on Spotify.
That's pretty dang cool, man.
Congratulations, Yoongi, Agust D, SUGA.
Yay!
Yes. And so we're all also trying to get Haegeum up there in the Spotify streams and the YouTube official video views. So if you can, please give Haegeum some extra love on the YouTube and on the Spotify, but really any streaming platform that you use too um, would be nice. So I know I am. So
Yeah.
yes. So there's Yoongi. 22 days, we can do it. And we haven't mentioned this for a while, but June 21st is my birthday,
Yes, it
but
Oh,
I don't care because that's Yoongi's return day. And if you
especially if we
think
get
that's
debtors.
strange that I happen to be born on my alt biases military service release day, check this out. Lisa and Stephanie birthdays, June 10th and June 11th, which
yep.
just so happens to coincide with Namjoon and Tae and Jungkook and Jimin.
Yep.
Now, I don't believe in destiny so
And
But
yet,
much,
also,
but yet,
here we are.
fate, as fate would
here
have
we are.
it.
Here we are. So, can't make that stuff up.
You
The
really
truth,
can't.
the truth is always stranger. So, so we will, of course, be screaming in the Discord with everybody when that happens. But yeah, I was very very much telling everybody that I'm like I want no, I'm getting a whole Yoongi for my birthday. Nothing
A
else
whole
compares.
ass
A whole
Yungles.
ass min Yoongi. So
He
there it
said,
is.
don't wish her happy birthday, just
Don't
wish her
even.
happy Yoongi Day.
Happy Yoongi Day. That's forever. I mean,
That's forever. That's like
it's
a right.
forever. Yeah. That's a
The
forever
rest of
kind of
your
thing.
life, your birthday will be recognized as Happy Yungi Day, and that is all it can be recognized for.
I know. I know.
The day that Yungles came home
It's
for
true.
perpetuity.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. What if he's released early? It's
Quiet,
it's
Leslie.
it's
It doesn't change. It doesn't change the
wait,
impact of
let me
that
give let
day.
me let me give Leslie the Jung Kook.
Of course, it
Anyway.
would be lovely, but we'll still observe the 21st.
Yes.
It's the day
All
that it
right.
was meant to be. Next up,
Next up. Uh
uh, speaking
oh,
of,
it's the interlude.
Yeah.
speaking of Yoongi
Speaking
related
of
things, it's time for the
things that
interlude.
Yungi would
Yes.
approve of.
Yes. If you like us and you like what we do, then there are two ways that you can support us. And the first way I'll talk about is with cash money, if you so choose. Easy ways are Patreon. We have patreon.com/, AP529.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got some plans for that Patreon.
Mm,
hmm
we do.
Good stuff is going to be happening. But also, as we mentioned before, if you would like to support us with some merch, ap529.com/links will take you to our shop where we have original designs made for Army, um, by Army, and I specialize in subtle merch. So that means I don't care if anybody else recognizes it as being related to BTS. I only care that other Army recognize it. So that's the way I tend to design. But we've got unisex friendly designs. We've got for all the members, we're adding products. Oh, I am going to be working on pet stuff because I think it's adorable. Some Bangtan pet related stuff.
You're gonna
Because
have to respond.
K Hope just came in there and she
No,
reminded me that
this
I'm working
one's
on pet
now
stuff.
Princess Jin. Princess
Oh,
Jin's been in
Princess
there
Jin.
now.
Okay,
They look
okay.
a lot alike. They look a lot alike.
Princess Jin. I'm going to be doing some pet stuff, so that'll be fun. And yeah, and I'm surprised. What's Katie not doing? Well, she's busy with the baby, but we need to be making some baby stuff, even if
I
only
mean,
just for Katie.
I
Anyway,
think we're. I think she's trying to fill our adult repertoire first
that's
before
fair.
moving on.
That's
She,
fair. So yeah, so
she's
there's
got all kinds of things in the work. Lots of different kinds of garments could be
hmm
coming our way. Lots of different kinds of garments.
lots of stuff.
Perhaps some different kinds of hats might be coming our way. We got lots of things in the work. We lost Doc, but I'm sure she'll
I
be
know
back.
Princess
Don't
Jin
worry.
must have stepped on the
She'll
button.
be back. So before we move on to the other ways you can support us, I do want to say one more thing about our Patreon.
Mm.
Andrea reminded me. We actually we have so we have 3 more weeks of the originally promised blog. We promised 75 weeks. We're in 72. So we promised 75. So we were like, what are we going to do for these last 3 weeks, guys? So we have it planned. Now we have it planned. But next week, I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but our Violet VIPs, our Patreon subscribers, um, actually helped us pick part of what we're
Mm.
doing. So they actually helped us. So that's some of the stuff that if you join our Patreon, that's some of the stuff that you can do because we often go in and we ask we poll them, we ask for opinions on merch and all kinds of stuff. So they've been filling out a questionnaire, a poll for us. That's gonna narrow down what we're gonna be doing for our blog next week. So we wanted to say thank you to them.
Yes,
And
thank you for your opinion.
yes. So
There she
exactly.
is.
There she is.
Apparently, Princess Jin broke my connection. I don't know how she did it, but she did. She came up in here, and then I was like yeeted off the app entirely.
Dang it.
Yeeted. Bye bye.
Anyway,
Bye bye. We know that it is times are trying out here in these streets, and so if you love us but you are not in a position to support monetarily, that's fine. We understand completely. There are some ways that you can support us for free. Free skis. Free D, if you will. You can always make sure you should be tippy tapping the screen on this live anyway.
hmm
Like this live, share it with your friends. Make sure you're following us on all social media, not just here on TikTok. We are Army Project 529 on all socials. Especially on our YouTube, make sure you're subscribed to the channel as we go live there on Sundays. So you want to get notified about that. Just make sure that you are liking and commenting on our posts and sharing them to help keep spreading the word. And then the best way that you can support us for the low price of free 99 is by talking about us on your own social media. So if you really love us and you enjoy being a part of the project, taking part in our watch parties, watching these lives, reading the blog, you enjoy all of that, just give us a shout out on your social medias and, tag us. And then that way we can on over there and we can like it and we can comment and we can share it. And then it's just like a big old circle of love.
it's like making new friends.
And so That's like the best way that you can do that and get
That
it out there.
is.
Get the community out there so that others can come in and join us and they don't have to Bangtan alone. Because what do we always say around here? What do friends not do?
You can't Bangtan alone. You can't.
Friends never let
Friends don't
friends
let friends
bangtan
Bangtan
Yeah.
alone.
alone.
Yeah.
So,
By the way, when we people will send us links and they'll say, "Hey, you guys got mentioned organically in X website or whatever talking about a cool army community." We love that shit.
hi,
Like
Steph.
we get super excited. Yeah,
Yeah.
Steph's here.
I
So,
doubt, I don't think
Oh
she can join
man.
though. She's probably somewhere loud.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, because
okay.
she's at the game.
Okay.
Listening.
Uh,
She's having fun.
okay, so I made it back in time to talk about this motherfucker. This one
Oh
right
my
here.
God.
This
Where
We
is
this
weren't
he?
gonna we weren't gonna let it get to that without
Colby,
you.
come to the front of the classroom right now,
Listen,
sir. Right
I
now.
I did in fact have a photo queued up for the little hand thing, and that may have been part of why I got kicked off of here. So I'm gonna just not do that right now in the risk. I'm not gonna
We're just
risk
gonna
it.
red
I
card
might
him.
risk it after we talk about him. But like this little motherfucker, look at how cute he looks. He looks so innocent and he looks
He,
so sweet. And
he
then
needs his
he's
own red
fucking
card.
not. He's not,
Not.
is what, yeah, he
He's not.
deserves his own red card. Jung the fuck Hoseok showed up this morning. Yeah, he did. We was minding our own business. We were minding our own business out
Really
here. We were
were.
going about days. We were going about our days. And all of a sudden, out of fuck nowhere, a thing dropped over on the old Bangtan TV called Charm of Hope. And we were like,
Charm.
oh, Charm of Hope. Oh my gosh, this is
Yeah.
gonna be adorable. And then we clicked on it innocently. We clicked upon the Charm of Hope. And we were ill prepared
It was
for
not
the
innocent.
bullshit. We were ill prepared for the bullshit that was awaiting us in the not innocent in any way, shape, or form Charm of Hope, where he took us
Medic!
through.
Medic!
He took us through Mona Lisa, and we were like, "Oh, Mona Lisa, how cute, how cute, how cute." Or no, he did Sweet Dreams first because that
Dreams
single
first.
drop first, Sweet Dreams, and then we got Mona Lisa, and then all of a sudden, boom, the screen went black. There were some bullet holes on it, and it said, "Killing it, girl."
And then that man was holding
And then
a weapon.
there was weapons involved, and there was shooting of targets,
He was
and it
looking
was
through a
a
scope.
lot of slutty waist, and him looking through a scope. And they know what this. Listen,
Sparkly.
they have learned how we react to a member of Bangtan expertly holding a weapon.
His,
And
his
they
sparkly
weaponized that
see-through
against us.
sweater.
Yeah. There was a sparkly,
Yep.
partially see-through sweater involved. There was slutty waist peeking between the sweater and the belt, and the hair is, and he kept
Save me,
looking at
Shooky.
us with eyes.
Ooh, the
The
hair.
way he stared into the camera was rude as shit.
It was
Anyways, so we
Squeezing my
were
emotional
not
support,
ready,
Shooky.
guys. We were not ready for killing it, girl.
I'm still
Anyways,
I'm still not
we're still in the recovery era. I don't think we're gonna recover because they got a whole fucking now schedule out for the release of this single, which is called "Killing It Girl" featuring Glorilla. And
a
so
female rapper.
he, yep.
Yep.
It's gonna be great, guys. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be
So on the
fantastic.
schedule,
It's gonna be fine.
things that are on the schedule, just so you can mentally prepare for the upcoming destruction. Gird all your loins, all of that. May 29th, we're gonna get a concept photo. And if the teaser we got today is any sort of clue, we are in fact in danger, my friends. It will not be safe when this teaser drops. Then on May 8th, we're going to get not May 8th, June 8th. We're getting a music video teaser. And then on June 13th and 14th, the song will be a Festa release.
Still
Nothing
release.
else. So we
Festa
were
release.
like clowns. Like, oh, he's probably still gonna debut at Nosaka. No.
No, he was like Festa
Nah.
release, my bitches, at the final.
You're gonna
Yeah,
wait. You're gonna get that on
at the
Festa.
You will
final.
wait, and you will like it.
You will fucking wait, my friends, and then I will kill you all. That's what J-Hope said. That's what he
Yeah.
said to us. That's how he said it.
We're
He
already
was
your
like, I
emotions are
will
already
unalive
fucking high.
all of you at Festa. So we're gonna get this song
All kill.
for Festa, so or during Festa. And we may get more. We never know. There are also on June 15th. I don't know why I wrote May 72 times. I meant June. It's fine. I was at work. I was like typing this at work and I was losing it. It's fine. On the 15th, we're gonna get a choreo version of the song. So cool. That's gonna be.
All this is so cool.
It's gonna be
If we're
awesome,
still
guys. You
alive,
know it will.
it probably won't be, so it won't matter. It won't
If
matter.
it's anything, if it's anything along the lines of the choreo video for Mona Lisa, we're gonna be fine. Yeah, we are. We're totally gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. And then there are 5 additional specials listed on the schedule. So
Cool.
we're in luck.
Not to
Yep.
mention that it's still all
Not that,
during
not any.
Festa.
You know, all of that nonsense happened today, and it's all gonna happen during fucking Festa, cause Bangtan loves us, and they make Festa into a real big deal.
Everyone hydrate.
And
Everyone hydrate.
not that anybody can focus now. It's fine. But he is still on tour. He continues his tour of fuckery. He did Taipei, Taiwan, and whatever the fuck they fed him there was nonsense. Nonsensical. There were shirts with flour. It's fine.
Take a breath. Take a breath.
It's fine.
I
Osaka
was
will be
able
his
to
final
post that
stop.
picture for Doc. I still do the
Yeah,
photo.
she broke that news.
Fucked
She
up.
broke that
That
news
was-
to me with a tag.
Yeah.
It was like, at Doc, check this shit out. And I was not
Yeah, I
fine.
did.
Anyways, so he went live after his Taipei concert in the car on his way to eat, and it was adorable in all the ways. He sang Seven and Tiny.
did.
Army asked him how he felt about being a Stitch from Lilo and Stitch's bias in BTS. At which point he rewrote the words to Sticky and started singing Stitchy. It's gonna be Stitchy, and it was ridiculous and adorable.
By the way, who's in that Dicky song?
What?
Is it? It's Glorilla.
It's Glorilla.
It's
Yeah,
Glorilla.
yeah.
The circle closes.
The circle keeps going. It just keeps going. Maybe that's why he deleted it and hasn't reposted it yet. He also asked Army what dance challenges we want him to do on TikTok. So just beware. Once his concert stuff ends, the man is going back to TikTok. So also remind yourself that he told us in his very first real TikTok dance challenge to when I breathe, you breathe. So
Shut up, Doc.
he taught us how to breathe. He was warning us. It's fine. It's fine.
That's
he's
fine.
going. He's fine. He's going to the movies. For those of you who don't know, we mentioned it already. May 31st for the Osaka concert is going to be streamed in the movie theaters around the world. So go ahead and get your tickets at your local theater. His exhibition and what is going to be in Seoul, South Korea from May 30th to Sunday, June 22nd. So those who are going to Seoul for Festa, get your tickets. They did have merch previews for that, and they are fucking adorable. I saw
Adorable.
some cassette tapes.
The
and
return
it's
of
fucking
the
cute.
nut.
Yes.
The return of the nut.
And another nut.
And there are still some tickets on sale for Hobie Palooza Berlin, regular day tickets. They are still listed as running low. So get your tickets there if you're going to go see Hobie Palooza Berlin in July 13th. So, in other news, we got this motherfucker. Look at him.
Jimin Shi.
Oh, Jimin. Anyways, yes, look at him. He's so pretty. Oh, he's so cute.
It is ridiculous.
So much.
Perfect, his face is.
It's
It is
unreasonable.
ridiculous.
It's unreasonable to be that beautiful. It is now 13. I can't tell. Somebody's cursor got in my way, so I can't see the number.
Oops.
13 days
Yeah,
until
well.
Jimin and JK are discharged. 13, guys. That is under 2 weeks. It
And an
is less
auspicious
than a
number.
fortnight.
And a
Less than a
less than a
fortnight.
fortnight. And a very
Until
auspicious
we
number
get,
for Jim and She.
yeah. He's got this number tattooed upon his body, is the
He
number of
does.
days he's
Where
got
is he?
remaining in
Where are
his
you, Jimin?
federal custody time. And then he will be released to us with all the joys and the cheers. If you see, just a warning, if you see pictures of Jim and She enjoying his terminal leave before his discharge, please turn around and walk away. Just keep scrolling. Ignore that. Do not engage. Those are not pictures that need to be shared and spread around, because he is on his personal leave time while still in the military, and he is not on an official thing. So just
I'll be back
keep
soon
going. Just
enough.
keep going.
So
Just keep
calm
going.
down. I'll be back soon enough.
He's going to be back in 13 days. So everybody calm down. Breathe.
Everybody calm down.
It's fine. Calm down, guys. It's coming soon. His Truth Untold exhibition will visit New York City, and those tickets are currently on sale. There is a very large group, or a pretty decent sized group, of AP529ers who are planning on going on June 7th. So if
Yeah.
you're going to be in the New York area on June 7th and you want to go see the Truth Untold exhibition, go to Weavers. There's details there on how to purchase your tickets for that, and you can join the AP529 crew, which includes Patricia, our lovely
Yes.
map creating admin, is going to be
Patricia
there
está
at
en
that
Nuevo York.
particular
Indeed.
meeting. So you're going to want to do it if you can get there then. Otherwise, still go. If you can get to New York during the Truth Untold exhibition, please go. We have a special chat in the Discord. We want you to drop all your photos and pictures there so that we can live vicariously through you. But those
Please
who
do
are
thank
going who don't want to see those pictures cannot be spoiled. So
Yes.
there you go.
Yes. Good deal.
Um,
You all right after all that Hobie stuff? You all right?
no, not really.
Look at this.
She's
Look at
like,
this. This is going to make you less all right. Look at him.
oh my God. You mean this
Look at
one?
him.
You mean that
Less
one?
all right. That's what
Yee.
you are. Less.
You mean that one? You
Yeah.
mean this one?
This month.
I mean, Kim fucking
Look at
Taehyung.
him. Yeah, look at him.
Jesus Christ on a cracker. It's 12. Yeah, here we go. Let's look at him.
Yeah, let's look.
It's 12 fucking days until our Lord and Savior returns to us along with our leader Kim Nam Jun. 12 days.
Yes, it is 12. 12 days remain.
12.
This.
He's been too quiet. He's been quiet. Too quiet. Too quiet. I am filled with suspicion. I have no news for him today. I looked. I have no news for him today. But this usually means that a photo dump is coming.
Yeah, danger is imminent. If there is no
When
news
he's-
about this
when he's too
man,
quiet.
danger
When he's-
comes.
When he's too quiet, danger is imminent, and it usually comes in the form of an
Much
Instagram
danger.
photo dump.
It does.
So yes, I am filled with suspicion. Perhaps we will
So
receive.
much sus.
Perhaps we will receive a new workout video.
Oh,
Or
ma'am.
Perhaps another choreography.
You just gonna manifest that shit out here on Kim Nam Jun's
No,
internet?
no.
Like
No,
it
you're
ain't
just gonna
nothing?
say
You
it.
just-
Listen,
you're
listen,
just out
friends.
Maybe
here
a workout
manifesting.
video.
I see.
Maybe. Listen, Hobie drove me insane today, so this is part of my, and then my migraine. So this is all part of my fugue state. But maybe if we stay really still and we're very quiet, you won't see us until Festa.
That's
If
not
he
gonna
doesn't-
happen.
Doubtful.
He's watching
If
us.
he doesn't see our movement,
Doubtful.
maybe he
Doubtful.
won't try and kill us.
And the
because
other problem
He'll
is,
try
is
to
if
unalive
any
us.
of the
He absolutely will.
if any other Tanny posts, he will post.
yeah,
That's another way to get him to post. Is if any of the rest of them do.
for sure.
Yeah.
So just keep an eye out because he's been quiet. So you know what that means.
Danger
It
is
means he's
awaiting
lurking.
us.
It means he's waiting. It means he's watching.
Danger's around
Yep.
the corner, guys. Danger's around the
He's
corner. He's gonna
waiting.
wait
He's
until
waiting
we're
till we're
too
in a fever
focused.
pitch with Hobie, and then like he's just gonna wait. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Look at
gonna
that.
wait until
Look at it.
Hobie thoroughly fucks Army up, and then he'll be like, "Guys, I'm still here."
Yeah.
Yeah. Guess who's also killing it? Me at the gym.
Exactly. He's like, "Have you seen this angle of me before? It's just as good as all the others. Go ahead,
Yep.
take a gander.
This is
Take a
good.
gander."
Just
Oh
good.
man.
So last but not least,
Jung
Yeah. So
Cookie.
for those yeah, I will talk about the Weverse notification that just dropped after we talk about Junk Cookie. So don't go anywhere. It's not time sensitive.
our Jeon Jung Kook. Um, 13 days until our golden magne and his sassy roommate return. 13 days. If much like with Jimin, if you see pictures of JK out and enjoying his last leave before his military discharge, no, you didn't.
No,
Mind
you
your
did not.
business.
You fucking did not see those.
Mind your business. Leave him be.
Mind your business.
It is, of course, as we mentioned, we wrapped up the blog with our last week of JK, and this particular blog made me, while it did make me very emotional and very sad, but it also made me very happy to write. I we love Jungkook, and he deserves the world. He really does. And every time I revisit his golden era and interviews he did, and look at footage from his documentary and things like that, I am once again like renewed in my awe and respect for him, for how far he's come as an artist, and just also how far he's come as a human being from BTS debuting when he was still literally like a kid until now. He's going to be 28 this year. He's going to be 28 this year. So check that out. Please check that out if you haven't, because RJK.
Oh,
Look at
he's so
him.
cute. He's
I
so
know.
cute.
And then he turns around and destroys you with tattoos and piercings. And,
You know.
It's bullshit.
I know.
It's bullshit is what it is.
It's one of the
Bullshit.
things.
you know, it's just this lovely. Anyway, so that's
Yeah,
that's
okay.
our member news wrapped up.
Yep.
So before we go any further, for those of you who may be questioning why did Weavers just ping us twice, it's because of fucking J-Hope. So
We heard us talking
we
about it.
we are getting a Charm of Hope album that is going to be on pre-release, but for the 3 singles. But
Yeah.
as part of that, there is a video call fan sign event called Charm of Hope. So that's going to be on July 16th. So go over to Weavers for the details, but you're going to need to purchase the fan sign event version of things on Weavers. So you have to purchase the copy of the video call fan site Charm of Hope on Weavers, and you can then enter the raffle for a potential video call event. So that's happening. That was the Weavers notification we just got. So you got time.
That's
we know where
happening.
Doc is going. We know where Doc is going after this live.
Yeah.
It's fine, guys. Don't
It's fine.
shut up. You don't know me.
You don't know. I do, in fact. I do, in fact, know you.
It's almost like we've spent the last year and a half talking to each other for hours a day, usually around BTS.
Shh. It's
Anyways,
fine. It's just because he's my ultimate doesn't mean anything
I know.
here.
I know.
Fine.
It's fine. It's fine. You know what else is fine? All 7 of them back in 23 days. That's fine.
Yeah.
See that?
23
Yeah.
days. OT7.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what we got for OT7 news right now. 22
That's
days.
what we got.
Yeah, they're
That's what we
coming
got.
back. They're almost back, guys.
23
They're almost back, bitch. Bangtan returns. D minus 23. which is
Yeah.
pretty
Oh
fucking big
God.
news,
Forgot
really.
how rude that one was. Oh
Oh,
Whoa!
you
Lord.
motherfucker. How
That
dare.
is just rude. Anyways,
The
I'm taking
audacity of
advantage
that
because I got the
fellow.
big screen, so I got the portrait. I mean,
That photo
this
is
one isn't much
audacious.
better. Yeah, that
No,
one's
it's
not much
really
better.
not.
So,
No.
anywho,
Mm-mm.
Anywho,
ah,
um, guess it's time for our midweek tea.
yeah, we got a couple of things that we saw today.
The
Because
doozy.
the louder we get as Army in our joy, there will be people that don't want that to happen.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
um, and so there's always something going on. You would think that it would be all light and joy on the on the Bangtan timeline,
On the
but
Banglan.
yes, on the
The bong
Banglan.
line.
But
Blah blah blah.
alas,
Blah blah blah
alas,
blah.
people will still find things to cause trouble over. And you
Yeah, they
know
do.
us though, for the most part, if you're new, for the most part, we tend to avoid things, especially things that are unfounded rumors and things that are just like yucky, mean gossip. Like we tend to avoid that at all costs because that's just not what we're about.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes.
There's no
but
point in it.
sometimes, yeah, but sometimes stuff happens where we can talk a little bit about it and actually like learn some good lessons and spread some good information. And so that's where we always try to come from a place of like, all right, this happened, let's talk about it and figure it out, you know.
Yeah.
And not that we have the solution for everything, right?
No.
I
It's
mean,
like
because we definitely
Delulu.
don't.
Delulu is the only Solulu.
Yeah, we definitely don't. Um, But yeah, so
This week.
I don't mean to. I think were you going to talk about this stock? You were going to talk
Well, I
about
think we were
this.
all going to talk about it.
Okay, we were all going to talk about
We're all
this.
going to talk about it because
Yeah.
it's what we talked about earlier, the AMAs. That's the big thing
Right,
that's happening on the timelines
right.
right now. So of course we know that Namjoon won favorite K-pop artist at the American Music Awards once
Mm,
again. Congratulations. Um, uh,
congrats.
there were other very worthy artists nominated, including Jimin.
Yes, there were.
Um, and Army showed up and voted, and Namjoon took got this
He
one.
won. He won.
He won this one. And Army showed up for him. And that doesn't mean that that it has become a thing on the internet. Basically, to put it succinctly, it has become a thing on the internet where some people are out there saying that Jimin was betrayed.
Uh,
Put it succinctly.
mm, okay.
So
Mm,
it's become a thing. It's become a thing out there. And it's trying to dampen. So, like, I think, as you saw, like, social media has been of two minds, right? There's been the yay, and then there's been the well, but at what cost, people?
Right. Well, I
I
mean,
mean,
this is not the first time we've seen this style of behavior take place when an award situationship pits two members or more against each other. There can only be one winner, and when there can be only one winner, and we have love in our hearts for seven, there's going to be disappointment as well as joy when one wins.
Correct.
It's when we decide to take that as negative against those who didn't win. When that's, well, there can only be one. So
Right.
it's not possible for us to have seven winners, even though we want them.
Right. Exactly.
right.
That's the nature of
Listen,
award shows.
listen. If I may, I have two sons. All right. I love them both very, very much,
Mm-hmm.
and I can tell you with all the truth and love in my heart that if one of them won a trophy, it does not mean I do not love and adore the other son.
Correct.
Right.
I
Correct.
have space in my heart for both my sons, right?
Mhm.
Because that's the way it works when you love more than one person.
Yes.
And so the idea that you could, ignore basically everything. Have you ever, those people ever watched Jimin and Namjoon sit down and talk to
No,
each other
no,
just
no,
once
never.
and share in the fact that those two freaking love each other?
Yep.
There is a mutual respect and adoration that goes
Yep.
bone freaking deep. And that's the way it is with all of them, all seven of
Hmm.
them.
Yep.
And so, do I want to vote for all seven of them always and have all seven of them win all the time? Of course I do.
Yeah, but that's not reality.
Okay. But
Right.
that hasn't been the reality for the last however many months. We've had to figure out how to split ourselves, right?
When they release
Right.
solo music, this is going to happen, especially when
Right.
they release it in the same year.
Yeah. And so
Right.
it's real hard. It's real hard to see um basically anyone try to speak for them and say that one of them hates the other or whatever the narrative is.
Right.
That's really hard to see. And I also, I'll go out on a limb. I don't know these men personally, but I can
Right.
tell you I have consumed enough of their content, both auditorily and visually.
Yeah.
And I've also seen them in person with my own eyes for 3 hours, interact with each other and sing and dance. So I am convinced that they love each other. And
Mm-hmm.
I won't hear anything different. I won't entertain anything different.
What group of
I mean,
let's think about this. What group of artists, what other band
Hmm.
um, would have stayed together for as long as they have if they hated each other? We
right.
have seen groups break up, implode
Yes.
numerous times,
Repetitively.
repetitively. And you come to find out that because they didn't really like each other, or they didn't like each other enough. They had different visions. Maybe they liked
Right.
each other okay, but they didn't want to be in a group together. They didn't want to make music
Right.
together. They didn't want to continue that journey. And so like there's plenty of examples of that. Like no one stays together this long. Like I mean this and as Leslie just said, and signed their third contract,
Right.
which they didn't have to. You know,
Right.
they've had plenty of
It.
opportunities where they could have been like, "No, I think we're okay. I think we're done now." But no, they said, "No,
Right.
we're going to keep going." Everything that they've said, we're going to keep going. The best moment
Right.
is yet to come. You know,
Well,
and
and
so
yeah, on that contract thing too, I think it's very poignant that most of the members signed that contract right before they hit their enlistment time. They put a new contract out right before enlistment. It to
yeah,
such a close degree, Jin and J Hope had to sign their version after they got out.
yeah.
And everybody was like, "Oh my god!" There was all this panic, and guess who signed it? Obviously, from their behavior, the minute they
Yeah.
got out,
Hmm.
Jin and J Hope.
Right.
And so I think that's a pretty big deal about that third contract signing. Is
Yeah.
is when they signed it.
That's a good point. Becca just reminded me that amongst the repostings of his AMA winning, Namjoon also reposted an article that was all about BTS's imminent comeback. He reposted it
Mm-hmm.
and basically said something along the lines of, "Yeah, it's soon." Like,
Yeah.
We're gonna be back soon.
oh,
Namjoon said, really went out there and said BTS stands for bitch, they're seven.
yeah, bitch, there's seven.
Yes, he did.
That's the other unofficial name. That's the unofficial.
That is their unofficial name.
Bitch, there's
It
seven.
is not beyond the scene.
Actually,
It's
bitch,
bitch. There's
there
seven.
are seven.
It's bitch, they're seven. Yeah.
But yeah,
So yeah, it's, and I see a couple of comments that says that, that BTS would probably be sad if they saw it. Saw the fighting and the mudslinging and all that stuff. I know they do. I know
yeah.
They do
it
see
gets to
it.
them, and it does make me sad. But then I remember that the joy and the positivity can be louder, and I know that kind of sounds cheesy and cliche, but
And they know
it
that real
can,
army, they know that real
yeah,
army are doing that because let's be
Right.
honest, it is not army. It's not real army
Right.
that
well,
are
yeah,
saying
Right.
these things that are
Well,
out
I
there on the
mean,
internet making terrible claims. We know who it is. We're not going to name
right.
them, but we know who it is. And
Well, and yeah,
those are
I would
not
agree.
real fans. Those are not, no.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
Those
I
are
think
delusional
one of the things that
in the
probably
back.
the thing that bothered me most about the narrative was this attitude that Army as a whole does not like this one member. When we voted that member into a dasing
Yeah.
last year,
Just last
we
year, just a few months ago, guys.
just mere months ago, Army voted this
Favorite male artist.
man
Favorite male
a
artist.
dasing. Uh, a Dawson, guys. Like that part is
Biggest
where I was
award.
like, this is the biggest award, the biggest one. And yet now we're being accused of dislike towards, like, bro, the
ooh,
amount of alarms I set to vote for that. Like,
yeah, yeah.
Let's talk for a minute
hello.
about RPWP. Because you were saying, Christina,
Oh
at
my
the
gosh,
beginning of
that
the
album
live,
is
that
brilliant.
Namjoon's
Yes,
discography is criminally underrated.
it sure
And
is.
Right Place, Wrong Person now has won a lot
Many,
of
many
awards.
awards. Yes,
Has
it
won a
has.
lot of awards.
As it should.
But when you come to the Western market,
Mm,
and there are places that it definitely should have been nominated because the critics were all over this album and they
hmm
loved it. They fucking loved it over here. Like everybody
So
was
good.
talking about how amazing RPWP is. And but yet, when the award season, when things started getting announced,
mm,
crickets. Did we see
Crickets.
nominations for
no.
no? And then this is something we discussed a few weeks ago, maybe like a month
Mm,
or so ago or something like that. Where we had that little snippet where somebody from like the committee, the Grammy committee, was being interviewed or something like that, and
I don't
said
think it
something
was
like,
Grammys.
well,
It was a different one, but yeah, it was.
I
It was one
forget
of
who it
them.
was that was being interviewed, but we heard
But yeah,
that quote about sometimes things don't get nominated because they don't know where to put it. And they were specifically like Namjoon's album had been brought up, and that's why they
hmm
said
yeah,
they were like,
right.
in the case of RM's Right Place, Wrong Person, it didn't really fit into the categories that they wanted to put it in, and
right,
we found that to be a bit of a crazy reason why
right.
something would not receive nominations. But you know what? We'll get there one day.
Yeah.
But he deserved those nominations. Not
He
now,
did.
Alexa. He deserved
Did
those nominations.
Alexa? He really
And
did. He
so
really
He
did.
did. He did.
when this
This
came
was
up,
one of, yeah.
when this
I
came
mean,
up,
when
I
we're,
think Army felt a certain type of way about it.
yeah, we did.
hmm
We totally did.
Yeah.
And I think
We
that's why
felt
we
very
saw,
wrong.
and I think that that is why, and just because like we said, with that Dasang that Jimin won, totally deserved, of course, for Jimin. Every award that Jimin has won has been totally deserved. Every award that any
Absolutely.
of them have won has been totally deserved. But I think that we can agree that there has been a disparity for recognition of that amazing album.
Yeah.
And so I think this was Army really doing something to say that we were not okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
was a message. There was a
Yeah.
message behind the majority of the votes. for this particular
Yeah.
award.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that's what we do. We show up for BTS. We show up for any member of BTS when it's needed. And yeah. So and what we were saying this earlier, uh, a win for any member of BTS is a win for BTS.
Yes.
Yes. We
They
will
Yes.
all
still go,
celebrate each other's wins like it is a win for all of them because
right,
it is.
Yes, because it is. If one of
because
my
they're,
kids gets a
yeah,
trophy, it comes to my home where the
yeah.
whole family celebrates it because
Yes.
it's
I
there
was
it's one
gonna
of mine.
say, even their individual trophies still end up on the wall of trophies that has like that's like ridiculously gigantic. All of their trophies, including individuals, goes on the wall together.
Yep.
It's all in one
Yeah.
place, you
Yeah.
know?
Yep.
Yeah.
And they still
So,
all introduce themselves as a member of BTS.
yeah.
Yes,
So
they do.
my advice is someone who's been on especially on Twitter, K-pop Twitter for going on 4 years is to try to ignore that mute report block as best you can. And don't let anybody rob you of the joy that's coming your way. There's so much joy coming down the pipeline.
Yeah.
As soon as it's June on
Yeah.
Sunday, it is June 1st on Sunday, and
That's
that
crazy.
is month of Bangtan, everything purple. I want all the screaming and all the yelling. I can't
Gemini
wait
season,
for it.
guys.
And,
It's Gemini season.
yeah, and I'm not gonna let anybody poo poo that. Um,
No.
yeah, and so if you like-minded people that just want to get excited about that, you're in the right spot because
Yeah.
we don't really go for any of that other stuff. We don't really go for any of
No.
those other shenanigans. So
I've every time you say it, I'm like, I've just got hollow notes in my head. I can't go.
yeah, okay, seriously,
No
yeah,
can do.
it's listen, we have a very specific type of Delulu, and it's the nice Delulu. It's the good stuff.
Yeah.
It's not the bad mean girl stuff. There's no mean girl energy.
Yeah.
Um,
And just keep that in mind for everything that you're seeing right now, because as Christina said earlier, the happier that we
mhm.
get, the louder that we get, the more that people are going to try to push the other stuff in front of our faces.
Yep.
And you're probably there was a lot of stuff that we saw today that wasn't like the greatest, but always remember the things that we say. Um, do your research. Make sure that you're getting things from reputable, verified sources. Don't spread rumors and misinformation. Don't spread, unofficial photos or info and all that good stuff. And if it's salacious or harmful, block, mute, report, block. If you need to report it to Hive, report it to Hive. Just focus on the good stuff. We got so much coming.
I know, it
I'm
really
exhausted
is.
already. I'm exhausted already.
Yeah, it really is. There's going to be it's funny because I was just thinking about I was like, "Oh, I wonder if my husband wants to take me out for my birthday because there's going to be because what if Yoongi's online?" It just so happens my husband has a work trip and he'll be gone for Yoongi release day, and I'm just like, "Ah, yes, thank you, honey. Yes, happy birthday to me. Yep. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Bye."
I'm watching. I'm watching. I'm watching an
I'm
empty
watching.
door. Please call
I'm
me later.
watching.
I
So,
said I'm watching an empty door with my best friends online. Call me later.
uh, the universe abides. What can I say? Clears the path, shall we say? So,
Yes, Colleen, positivity.
Listen, we will add that B to any fucking word we can add
We
that
will
B
add
to.
that
Let me
beat
tell
any
you
word.
what. Tell you the fuck
Um,
what.
we may be getting a new emoji and a new sticker. We are getting a new emoji and a new sticker in the Discord that is long overdue. Long
mm,
overdue. So stay tuned. Stay tuned.
yeah.
I finally
Is
asked
that
for
the one I
those.
helped research on my lunch break? Or is this a different
Uh,
one?
maybe, maybe not. I don't think it required a lot of research. So
Or maybe not.
maybe not. But yeah,
There's a
time
new
for our
sticker
reminders,
that
guys.
Christine asked for. Anyways.
Yes. Yes. Anyways,
Let's
all right.
bring this
Reminders.
piecemeal
Okay.
live to a close.
Yeah. Well, for those of you that are into voting, streaming, and charting, we have a channel in our Discord where lovely people from all over the internet bring all the goals and all the how to's. And we also celebrate the awards that they win in our streaming, charting, voting channel. So we share playlists. There's lots of really good stuff on there because, of course, we want Bangtan to win all the trophies forever and ever.
All
So,
the
trophies. So, join us on that Discord, and the Discord is in our links. So, if you go to the, as Quince mentioned before, ap529.com/links, and you will find an invite to our Discord. We got a lot of people in there, and we do a lot of really fun stuff. But the streaming, charting, voting channel is definitely something that I'm very, very proud of. So, and thank you to anybody who helps us with that. Yeah,
Yes.
there you go.
All right. Speaking of the Discord, we have watch parties and we have all kinds of fun in there. So if you're not in our Discord, you should be. You can find the link, the invite link to our Discord over at ap529.com/links. It looks like a gaming controller. But come and hang out with us over there. We scream about Bangtan. And we also do a lot of watch parties. So there are watch parties happening almost every night of the week that we're not live. There's also an actual book club, a real life one. There's a crafting club. There's all kinds of clubs. They meet together. There's a Hangul club. And there's just a lot of fun. So usually if they go live, we end up having an instant watch party for that, hosted usually by people who have the AI subtitles that are but they're better than nothing. And so we'll scream about
That's
that
fair.
together so that you're not Bangtaning alone. We will be hanging out and screaming, at least in a chat somewhere on the days of release. And so you're just going to want to find your friends and come there. And the biggest watch party of the week that ever happens over on the Discord is the weekly content watch party. And for that, I will throw it over to Lisa.
So yes, it's tomorrow is going to be our last weekly content watch party for a little while. Not the last one ever, but it's going to be, and honestly, I probably can't stay away from you bitches for long. So
It really won't be.
we'll probably still get together and just watch things for a little bit. But I will at some point be starting the watch parties over from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because we didn't
Week one.
we weren't doing them at the beginning last year. So I don't even remember exactly when we started doing them. But we will be starting them over and starting
It will be sometime after Lisa and I fix those first 4 weeks, and then we will restart.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit, take a little bit of a break too. But I'll probably we'll still do Thursday nights. We'll figure out something to do. But tomorrow we will be having our last celebration of Jung Kook. JK. Well, not our last, but you know. Last one.
JK.
Okay. We'll be enjoying the rest of Golden and being destroyed. So make sure you come and hang out with us. I think we're gonna, well, provided that I feel better, might be having a little bit of a toast to celebrate. Maybe a shot glass full of tears and other liquids. Who knows?
Kitty.
That was Princess Jen.
Yeah, make sure that you guys come and hang out tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, for that. Week 72, Gonna Trust My Heart Right Now, which is kind of a really great title to end on, I think, because that's what we're doing moving forward with this project, is we're trusting our hearts and our guts, and continuing and finding a vision for continuing on with this beyond what we originally promised. So if you want to come and see us talk some more about some BTS shit. Our next live is on Sunday.
Some BTS shit.
BTS shit.
Girls
Our
on
next,
that BTS shit.
For life,
we
my
are all about that
friend.
BTS shit here. We're in this Bangtan shit for life. Uh, our next live is on Sunday, and it's on YouTube. Army Project 529 is our channel name on there. And that is going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. And Sundays is our deep dive night. So we are definitely going to be doing a deep dive into wrapping up the blog. We're going to be talking about that. So if you want to see us try to not have feelings, which is fun, it's always a fun discussion. Come and join us on Sunday on June 1st.
June 1st. Get ready.
So
I can't believe our next live will be in June. In the month of Bangtan, in the year of
It's
Bangtan.
crazy.
thank you all very much for the well wishes.
June
I appreciate it.
Bangtan 20 BTS.
I know. So with that,
All right.
thank you guys.
Love you. Love
We
you.
love
Thanks
you
for
all
spending
very
time
much.
with us. What a hey. Enjoy the rest of your week.
Yes. We'll see you soon.
Yes.
And who knows, by the next time we talk, we might have a Festa announcement.
It's the schedule coming. Place your bets.
Yeah.
Place your bets.
Right.
Place your bets. They're usually between the 29th and the 2nd. So sometimes the 3rd, but usually between there. So place your bets when they come in.
Yep.
Good night, everybody. We
Bye.
love you.
Good night.